What is up, guys? Welcome to another video. So it's been around 6 months since my 40-day fast. That's right, I did not eat for 40 days. And I live streamed the entire thing to prove it. I was on camera 24/7. I decided that I should give you guys a little update video. So I want to talk about how the 40-day fast impacted my mental and physical health and how I'm feeling now. So I'll do a little physique update at the end of this video. So stay tuned for that. But first of all, what changed physically? The first thing that I noticed is that I was a lot more sensitive to food after the 40-day fast. So I definitely had a little bit of refeeding syndrome after the fast, and I thought it would go away, but it never completely went away. So a couple weeks ago, I noticed that when I would eat before bed, I would get very, very bloated during the night and in the morning. Whereas before the fast, if I were to eat before bed, my body would completely digest it and it'd be just fine. So what I'm doing now is I'm actually doing this type of intermittent fasting where I stop eating at 4 p.m. And I've noticed that when I eat during the day, my body digests the food much better and I feel a lot better. There's a reason why Buddhists stop eating around noon, okay? From an evolutionary perspective, we ate during the day. And I'm not saying that eating right before bed is gonna make you gain a ton of weight, but you do digest the food more efficiently during the day. So I've really had to dial in my diet, eat very, very healthfully, and eat at the right times. But I see this as a positive because I feel a lot better doing so. So it made me learn a lot about my body. From a mental level, the first thing that I noticed actually during the fast, but after as well, is that, well, I realized that I was addicted to, let's call it Monopoly, to be advertiser friendly. During the fast and after, my addiction to Monopoly completely ceased to be. And it made me realize how addicted to Monopoly I actually was. It also made me realize that, wow, almost every guy on the planet is addicted to Monopoly, even if it's just self-Monopoly. And this addiction to Monopoly drives so many, if not all, of their behaviors and thoughts. It's just, I was so unconscious to that fact. And this isn't our fault, this is a normal thing, but it's something that we can transcend. So, addiction to Monopoly is a product of our evolution. Our ancestors who were addicted to Monopoly, of course, were more likely to pass on their genes, right? And so it's just the norm for guys to be addicted to Monopoly. It's an evolutionary selection, right? But it is something that you can transcend. So I noticed that, well, I just became very aware that this addiction to Monopoly was driving my entire life. Every decision I made, every thought that I had was really just, how am I gonna get more Monopoly? You know what I mean? And I just didn't become aware of this until that addiction to Monopoly completely ceased to be, right? You don't know what you have until it's gone, right? So it was an incredibly freeing experience. And I did a video where I talked about me doing 70 days of semen retention, right? And this had a lot of profound effects. It made me realize the compulsive nature behind Monopoly. And so this is actually why I created Prima Sati Yoga, because I wanted to dive back into Monopoly, but of course I didn't want to do so compulsively. And so I started reading about tantric practices, right? Very mindful Monopoly. And then from all my experience about relationships, about different breathing exercises, about meditation, about spirituality, I created this yoga, this Monopoly yoga, that allows you to engage in Monopoly without becoming addicted, right? You'll have to watch my videos to really understand why that is. It's a very different type of Monopoly, but one that is much better. It has a long-lasting impact on your mind. It's not a fleeting fulfillment of desire. It's actually a spiritual practice that benefits you in every way. So that's why I created this Primasati Yoga. So that was a huge benefit of the fast. Also, one interesting thing that I noticed after the fast was that certain psychedelics had much less of an impact on me. Of course, I'm not promoting psychedelics in any way. This is just an educational video. So after the 40-day fast, I took a very large amount of psilocybin. A dose of psilocybin that previously would have made me, how do I put this eloquently? Trip balls. Go to other dimensions, right? And it really didn't do much at all. It sent me into a very, very mild psychedelic trip. And this made me wonder. And since then, I've done varying doses of ayahuasca. I've actually done videos on this, and ayahuasca started having less of an effect on me too. Gradually, the effects of these psychedelics kind of tapered off, and now, nothing. So I would definitely go check out those videos if you want to learn more about that. But the theory is that my pineal gland is producing so much DMT naturally, and essentially I'm at this higher state of consciousness to where psychedelics simply don't have an impact on me, at least certain ones, like psilocybin and ayahuasca. And I didn't put two and two together in the moment, but during the fast I realized that my dreams were much, much, much more intense. There was a point in the fast where all of a sudden, instead of just having maybe one dream a night and having a 50-50 chance of remembering it, I was dreaming 5 vivid, intense, realistic dreams each night and remembering all of them, right? And the theory is that DMT plays a big role in our dreams. And as my pineal gland started producing more and more DMT from the fast, I started dreaming more vividly, and it really became an incredible experience. I've never been so eager to fall asleep at night. So I believe that the 40-day fast kind of catalyzed this increase of DMT that's being released by my pineal gland. But of course, I can't be 100% sure about that. That's the theory. I would love to have this tested out, but I can't see another reason why these psychedelics stopped working, right? Because ayahuasca does not have a psychological tolerance, and it was much longer than 2 weeks, which is the time that resets psilocybin's tolerance. You know, I went much longer periods than 2 weeks between taking psilocybin. So I would definitely go check out my videos for more info about that, but that's extremely interesting to me. So yeah, that's where I'm at now. Life is dramatically different, but oh, so much better. I've had so many profound shifts in my perspective of reality. It's been extremely liberating, and I believe that the 40-day fast catalyzed a lot of these perspective switches, right? So yeah, here's what you guys have been waiting for. Here's the physique update. Here's me before, or well, after the fast, and here's me now. So during the fast, I lost 40 pounds, and I've gained a lot of it back. So at the end of the fast, I was around 150 something, and I'm around 195. And I've gained a lot of my size back. You know, it'll be hard to see this in my videos because I'm completely disidentified with the body now, where I don't care about how it looks on camera. Usually I would make sure it has to be in the best lighting and have the best angle to show myself shirtless on camera, right? But now, of course, I just don't care about that anymore. You are not your mind and body. You are the entire universe, right? And when you realize this, it's very, very freeing. So I believe I'm actually relatively close to where I was. A lot of people will probably disagree, but I mean, I don't really care. I work out now to stay healthy, right? But I am no longer identified with my physique. And that's something that the 40-day fast helped with as well, because it's pretty mandatory. I mean, I became a skeleton, so unless I wanted to really, really mentally suffer, I had to give up the attachment to my body, which has been a profound experience. You know, building a great physique, finding girls, getting money, getting success, none of it's gonna make you happy, okay? It's all fleeting. What really makes you happy is understanding you, but not the you that you think you are. Understanding you on the existential level, you beyond the mind and body. You that is the infinite intelligence that allows all of reality to manifest. The you that is God, right? And that's, it's a dangerous word to use because so many people have these ideologies drilled into their mind where they can't conceptualize a God other than their preconceived beliefs. But there is a you out there that is beyond the mind and body that is infinite. And I like to call that you God. But I understand that's a dangerous term. That's what's going to make you happy. Enlightenment. Understanding your true nature. Understanding reality. And that's the reason why I did this 40-day fast, is to help expand your mind. Because the only thing that's holding you back from being completely liberated, from not mentally suffering, is open-mindedness. That's really it. So that's what I'm trying to do with these videos, is just expand your mind and help liberate you. Because my life now is literally infinitely better than it was a year ago. So I'm trying to spread this love to everyone. So yeah, that's what the 40-day fast did to me. Probably a lot more than you think. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. There will be a lot more mind-bending videos to come. You have no idea. Unconditional love. Peace.